This is Raquel.
Am I smiling?
She fell in love with Katie and Katie's husband Luis.
I'm in a polyamorous relationship with my two partners.
For this poly trio, life under lockdown has brought some issues to the surface.
I think what we've all learned during this pandemic is that each of us has flaws.
Katie and I both have very strong personalities.
Quiet on set!
There have been lots of benefits to being together.
I think you should let other people answer because you've legit been answering all
I know, I'm going to push you off this bench. No,
You're stubborn.
I'm stubborn. I like to do things my way.
I love you, but wow.
Can we just say I'm Raquel, I'm Luis, and I'm Katie?
Sure. My name is Raquel.
Okay, one more time.
Hi, I'm Raquel.
I'm Luis.
And I'm Katie. Luis and I have been married for 14 years now.
14 glorious years.
We have been a polyamorous family since 2014, so about 6 years.
Polyamory is something that we did not think about before we met Raquel. Katie and Raquel started having feelings for each other, and we started exploring it. Initially, Guy and Katie were together, and Katie and Raquel were together. 2017 is when Raquel and I started becoming romantic, and we all started merging into a true triad where each of us were romantic with each other.
Once this triad became solid, they settled into family life. But recently, world events have thrown a spanner in the works.
We've been on lockdown together for a little over a month. There are challenges when coexisting together.
We've learned to adapt. I set up my workspace downstairs in the basement. Raquel, instead of being able to go to the gym, works out at home in our living room.
Guys, that's how you finish your workout.
You alright?
Yeah.
Katie works from home out of our living room area.
Hey, bud. What are you doing?
We have a 4-year-old toddler, and his name is Lukas.
Lukas, well, we just try to keep him engaged as much as possible in homeschooling.
Hi!
Hi, yellow truck.
While their childcare is all sorted, the lockdown has magnified other aspects of their relationship that haven't been as easy to control.
There are many times where our dynamic is very challenging. Katie is finding isolation the hardest out of the three of us. She is definitely the people person, and when she's not around people, her energy diminishes and she gets sad.
The neediest out of the three of us is definitely Raquel.
I'm not ashamed.
Raquel always needs something from someone at different times of the day, and
She needs attention and engagement and talking.
And I need love.
She needs love.
this is what I have to deal with, guys.
Katie and I both have very strong personalities, and when we clash, we clash. I don't like being told what to do. And so when someone tells me what to do, I get feisty. There have been lots of benefits to being together.
I think you should let other people answer because you've legit been answering all
I know, I'm
this.
going to push you off this bench. No,
You're stubborn.
I'm stubborn. I like to do things my way, so...
Doesn't matter if there's somebody else with greater insight or greater knowledge.
I just jump in sometimes, just giving my 2 cents, assuming that it's the right answer.
And just runs with it. You know, and I love you, but wow.
Before the pandemic hit, the triad had come up against some backlash about their unusual relationship.
We come from the church world. A lot of the people in the church world think that there's only one proper way to live your life.
We faced judgment from people in regards to Lukas. Being a unique family, a lot of people almost feel bad for him. You know, we've heard plenty of comments like, God doesn't want Lukas to be in a family like that. Okay, no. All we can really say is we know that our son is so loved. it works for him to have 3 parents.
And Raquel, Luis, and Katie have found that their harshest critiques like to voice their judgment about them freely online.
Don't usually cuss, but what the F? I'm sure God on his almighty throne is shaking his head right now. Shame on you guys bringing his holy name into this. I hope you do realize what you are doing is not God's will, and listen to the Holy Spirit when he tells you this. Because if you love God like you say, then he is warning you. When a lot of right-wing evangelicals find out about us, their go-to has been to shame us. You're taught to preach love and to show love, but then when you are showing your true colors and you're different than everyone else, they shame you for it.
I've never been of the thought process that loving is a sin. Do you guys regret, coming out and having all these negative comments come at us?
No, I do not regret it one bit. Being the one entering the marriage, where I was always looked at as the nanny or the friend who would always help out with Lukas. And, internally when people would say that, in my head I'd just say, if only you knew, like, I'm really the mom. It's us against the world, and it's okay that people have those opinions about us, but our love is love and it's strong.